In this video, I'll walk through the vectorizing accuracy value in IGEMS and how it affects 5-axis cutting now in IGEMS 2022. So first we'll take a look at IGEMS 2021. And open up this file here. So we've got a couple parts here. Part that was programmed through the 2D 5X module, vertical cut, bevel cuts, and then similar part that was programmed through the 3D 5X area. And if we take a look at either of these right now, so if I do it first without the taper angle control turned on for the 2D parts, we'll see here we've got these G03s. G03 is a arc motion, and the I's and J's are the center points of that arc relative to the starting point of the arc. So we've got arcs there, we've got arcs here for the bevel cut, and that's all well and good. Similar fashion, if I do turn on the taper angle control, we also have our G03s for our arcs, as well as now we have C's and A's in here for the taper angle control. So for both of these cuts, we've got G03s based on the direction that we're going around that circle. And then if we look at the 3D 5X part, again, first we'll do it without the taper angle control turned on. And we've got G03s on the vertical cut, and then G03s on our bevel cut also, with our 45-degree bevel cut on there. And if I turn on the TAC, we have G03s, and we got C's and A's for our taper angle control, and same thing here. So that's in 2021. Let me close that and open up that same file in 2022. So first we take a look at the 2D part again, 2D 5X part. And again, first we'll do it without the TAC turned on. And we've got G03, G03s here. And if we turn on the TAC, we've got our G03s with our A's and our C's for the taper angle control. Same thing there. Now what gets interesting in 2022 is when you look at a 3D 5X part. So without the TAC turned on. So on this vertical cut, since there's no 5-axis involved in that, we get the G03s. However, when we look at the bevel cut now, these are G01s. So starting in 2022, anything that's got any sort of 5-axis cut, be it a bevel cut like this or any sort of taper angle control, it uses the vectorizing accuracy of the machine settings to break the arc up into these line segments. And if I do it with the TAC turned on, we'll see now also on that vertical cut, which before was G03s because it didn't have any taper angle control. Now that we've turned on the taper angle control, this cut also gets broken down into these short line segments controlled by the vectorizing accuracy number. And if I go ahead and actually make a CNC file out of one of these, and then I go ahead and import that file, Tools tab, I can use NC Reader to bring in a CNC file. So as we go through here, zoom in, you can see the line segments that it's made. And depending on your vectorizing accuracy, these line segments can be fairly large and give you not such a desirable result. So I'll just click on OK here. If I measure one of those line segments, in this case this line segment here is almost a 1/4 inch long. So visually it's not going to be probably very acceptable. So if you want to improve that, you'd go into your Cam tab on your machine settings, click on the machine icon, and then on the geometry tab, this is what it's looking at when it vectorizes the arcs for any sort of 5-axis cut. So they recommend now setting this to something like 0.000. So we got 4 zeros and then our 4 there. So set it to something like that. And now and if we import that now, we'll see that we have much shorter line segments. So if we try to measure one of these, so that segment there is about 6/1000ths of an inch long, a little bit of a longer segment there. But, so if you want to smooth out those arcs in 2022, go into your machine settings and adjust that vectorizing accuracy, and that should give you much better results on those bevel cuts. Any questions on that? Let us know. Thanks.